Hi friends, this is Krish the Urban Naxal, and now we are going to talk about what happens if you refuse the builder's offer of Ola, Uber pickup and drop off. So just to recap very quickly, we had made a video yesterday where we had discussed what happens if you accept a builder's offer of pickup and drop off, because the pickup and drop off by Ola and Uber may cost maybe 300, 500, 600, 800 rupees, 1000 rupees both ways probably in some cases. The builder can, if the project is really far away from you, he can still take you to his site, show you the place and put you back where you live. So you will say, okay, you will lose your resistance and you will go there, but you will not have an understanding of where exactly, what is the location of the project. You will not have an idea about the transport, the connectivity, the road conditions, all these things. So you may end up swiping the token for a place which is really not connected well by road or by train or by bus or by any of those usual means of transport. And if it is only connected by, say, Ola and Uber, then you're going to spend a lot of money if you're just living there. This is a problem for people while selecting houses. So if you are selecting a flat, you've decided you want to buy a flat, it makes sense for you to refuse to take the Ola and Uber. And in fact, it makes sense for you to travel by yourself. Don't even take an Ola Uber at your own expense. Try to avoid even driving there. Okay. Or you can drive there yourself, not with a driver, yourself. Then you will understand the road conditions. Then you will understand how far it is from the local, the landmarks and the main junctions, and how far is it from the main road? How far is it from that circle which the builder said, oh, it is near so and so circle. Is it? How far is it? You'll get an idea. So traveling there by your own car gives you some pretty clear idea about where exactly things are. How far from civilization, how far from the mainstream is this place, this project, which the builder is saying is very well connected. The builder's team may say, oh, there's only 1.5 kilometers from the railway station. Is it true? Or they will not say 1.5 kilometers. They'll say, sir, it's only 5 minutes away. Is it only 5 minutes? Or is it 15 minutes? Or is it 25 minutes? If you drive around, you will get a better idea. Or even better, you can take a train or a bus or a rickshaw, public transport. You will get an idea about what it costs by public transport. You will get an idea of availability of the public transport. Will you get an auto rickshaw to that place? Will you get an auto rickshaw from that place? Will you get a bus to and from that place? How long do you have to wait in line for a bus? If there is a sharing, auto sharing, how long do you have to wait for sharing, and so on and so forth? You will understand about the location correctly. That is important. Most of the times, if you do these things once or twice, you will get in different conditions during the day, during the evening hours, you will get a clear idea about this house, where you're going to live, from where you are likely to commute to work, or you're going to have to go anywhere, you will be leaving from this house. So you will get a sense of the location correctly. And this is important. Now, in spite of this, people can make mistakes and still fall into the builder's trap. And now I am going to tell you how, in what ways can you fall into the builder's trap even if you do these things. Now let us assume that the place is moderately difficult or moderately easy to reach by train, by bus, by auto rickshaw, by public transport. Moderately. So you are going there, and let us say it is moderately expensive. It is not too expensive to reach by Ola, Uber. Now you have gone to that site office. What is your mindset? I told you that taking an Ola, Uber, pick up and drop off from the builder will give you the guest mindset. Let me assume that you don't have a guest mindset. You can still have a guest mindset. How? You arrive by your own car. They will receive you with fanfare. They will open the door for you. They will say, please come, sir, please come. They will say valet parking, and they can still induce a guest mindset by taking you into their sales office in a nice way and showing you very, very nicely, which is what they usually do. A sales team is trained to do that. They are like hospitality. Hospitality is their game. Okay? So you can still fall into guest mindset. But let us take another this thing. Let us say you are going to resist. You have held on to your senses very tightly. And you are going to say, you know what? I am a smart guy. I am not a gullible guy. I am a critical thinker. I am a tough guy. I am going to ask tough questions. Suppose you do these things. Does it mean you are entirely safe? I think the answer is probably not necessarily. Because I will introduce you to other parts of your own psychology. Guest psychology is one part of your psychology, but there are other parts. If you are on guard, if you are asking tough questions, if you are not gullible, you're gone with your wife, you're gone with your father, okay? And let me assume for a moment that your wife and your father are less gullible than you, okay? And they are also asking very tough questions. So they are all tough-headed people. And this is not the first time you visited. This may be the 6th or 7th or 8th or 10th project that you visited. Okay? There are people like that. They will visit projects, then they'll visit more projects, then they'll visit more projects. And they are driving to all these places. And they are very intelligent. Are they safe? Well, let me just say that your situation is something like this. You are like fishes in a pond. You are going to stay in that pond. Other fishes get caught before you. The fishermen are going to take the other fishes out. You say, no, I am too smart. I will nibble the bait. I will not get caught. I will not make a misjudgment. I will buy a house which is only proper for me. I will not make a misjudgment. This is what you are saying. So, one example is like a fish who says, I understand where the hooks are. I am not going to bite the hook. I am going to bite and eat the bait. So, I've seen this in Goa, in Panjim. At lunchtime, people sit around the river, which is right through their town, and they'll sit in that park and they will put their fishing lines, with a fishing rod or a fishing stick, just a stick. And they will put the bait in the water and they will wait. They are willing to wait for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. They have a very leisurely lunchtime there. Suppose there are 4 or 5 fishermen, Lodar, Unwal, Godrej, Ronak, Ruparel. 5 guys sitting there, different types of bait, different types of strategy, not very different, slightly different. One guy is offering fat worms, another is offering thin worms, another is offering chicken, another is offering a piece of some other fish, and so on. They are all dipping their sticks into the water. You are the fish circling around and you are like, I am really a khiladi here. They don't know it. Now, do you think they mind you being a khiladi? No, they don't mind. They don't mind at all. The builders don't mind. They are like, oh, you are a khiladi. Yeah, is it? Okay, fine. Then you are a big prize for one of us to take away. Whoever takes you will be feeling like, okay, this guy took a big prize. He got the difficult fish. Remember, you are still a fish. You don't become equal to the fisherman. So this is important for you to remember. Or let me give you another analogy. Suppose you want to walk from point A to point B, and it is really slippery. Now you may say, I am an expert at walking on slippery surfaces. Everyone else slips and falls. I don't slip and fall. I have terrific control over my legs. But the surface that you are walking on is basically slippery. My question to you is, are you safe? You may say, yes, I am safe. My question to you is it absolutely necessary to walk on this slippery ground for you to achieve your objective? Isn't there a less slippery place where you can go, where people all around you are not experts at making flat buyers lose their judgment? Let me rephrase the question. See, there are alternatives to buying from builders in under construction projects. The alternatives are, alternative number one is to buy a ready possession flat from a builder if you want, but it is ready possession, OC has arrived. Don't accept OC will come in December, 6 months later, sir, only 3 months later OC will arrive. No, don't do that. Let the OC come. Now the ground becomes less slippery for you. Why? Because the flat is in existence. The flat is already there for you. Okay? It exists. You can go and see it. If the builder doesn't show you the flat, forget it. It's not safe. But if it's there, you can go see it. You can go and buy it after inspecting it. Then it is a safe deal. So this is one kind of a situation. Another is resale, where a flat exists, where people are living in it. Another situation is investor. Investor has bought it. He has taken all the risks. He has survived the risks. If there is a loss, let the loss be the investor's. It should not be your loss, because you can buy it at a discounted price. The question is, do you have to take this slippery slope called under construction? Do you have to walk on this slippery place where the sales team is an expert at warping your judgment? Walking in slippery places when it is not absolutely necessary, even if you are an expert, is still dangerous, right? So this is a point I am making. Keep it in mind. The third thing. Now, what is the kind of mindset you may acquire if you have gone there by your own vehicle? And let me say that there is you, your wife, your dad, you're driving together. You go to one place, you go to another place, you go to 10 places. There are people like that. There are families like that. They do it in this way, which is a good organized way to do it. I'll appreciate such people. The danger here is you may arrive at some kind of a sense of fatigue. There is something called decision-making fatigue. What is decision-making fatigue? One day, after you have gone to the 9th place, your dad tells you, listen, son, we have been seeing these places, so many places we have seen. I'm tired, okay? Now let us make a decision here. Either we are buying a house or we are not buying a house. What is this? We are always visiting this place, that place, the other place. I'm done, okay? If you want to see any more places, I'm not coming with you. Now you have entered into a danger zone because your dad has pushed you into a place where this time, the 9th time, you are under pressure for saying yes. So when the builder's sales team sits with you, you are listening with a different mindset. My dad wants me to say yes. My dad wants me to say yes. You are under pressure from your own family member. He doesn't know it. You don't know it. But he has put you under pressure. So, when you sit with the closing manager, you are now looking for excuses to say yes. That is a danger. There may be places which may be better and you have left it behind. You have seen it and you have left it behind. In those 9 places that you have seen or the 8 places that you have seen, there may have been one offer which was better than this offer. The accessibility may have been better. The size of the house may have been better, the layout may have been better, the offer may have been better, the discount may have been, there may be a lot of improved advantages, features. And you said no to all of them, but you come over here on the 9th and you are saying, yes, but if I say no over here, my dad is going to get mad at me. And if I say, you know what, dad, let's go back to that place. Your wife may also be playing the same thing. She may be playing the same game as you. Maybe you and your wife had a word in private. Dad is getting tired. What to do? Hey, Krish, we gotta hurry. Now, bahut ho gaya yaar. Bahut ho gaya. Really. I'm also very tired here. We've been seeing flats for 2 months now. And we haven't come to a decision. What is this? Now, your wife and you have both entered into a danger zone. Your dad may be sitting away and he'll be like, I'm tired of my son and my daughter-in-law. You are in danger. You are in very real danger. You have to recognize it. The danger is coming from within now. So this is one kind of thing. If you have yourself entered into this mindset, अरे बहुत हो गया यार, नहीं यार, I'm done here. I'm not going to see more flats. Then, okay, so if we don't buy over here, we are not going to see more flats. चलो ठीक है, देख लेंगे. Now you have entered into a decision-making fatigue stage. So this is highly dangerous mentality for you to be entering into. This happens more particularly if you don't accept the builder's pick-up and drop-off. If you are accepting pick-up and drop-off, then you can go to 20 places and you will be chilled and you will say, हाँ ठीक है यार, builder लोग अपना पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं. Let them spend what they want. We have been here, there, everywhere. They have spent 15,000 rupees. What's our problem? You may not enter into that zone, that decision-making fatigue zone. But if you are spending the money, you are going to these places, you are going to different places, you are driving there or you are catching a train and an auto rickshaw and all these things to reach that place, decision-making fatigue can set in. And decision-making fatigue is very dangerous for you. Then this decision-making fatigue can be accentuated. How? There are some builder sales offices I have noticed which don't serve you anything. They'll only give you a glass of water. If you sit there for 2 or 3, 4 hours, you will go around, you will see the sample flat, you will walk to another place, small auditorium, you will walk to another place where, basically you walk around a little bit. Now when you do all this, even though you're not walking around too much, over 2-3 hours and you talk to Mr. A and Miss A and hi sir, I'm Vinita, hi sir, I'm Punita, hi sir, I'm Vasant, hi sir. You're getting confused. Then there are announcements saying last 3 flats available, last 2 flats available. They're cutting the cake for somebody who just bought a flat. You're getting tired. All this is information overload, sensory overload. There is no information here. It's empty. There is no information. Okay. Anything that they have told you is bullshit. They have showed you a model. The model may not represent the reality. In various ways, it is possible to lie with a model, even while being accurate on the scale and all these things. You can visually lie. So they are telling you visual lies. They are overloading your senses. You've gone to see that beautiful sample flat, and you came out of that and you are looking at your wife and you are saying, nice, no? Yes, nice. Sensory overload is happening. Your senses are getting jammed. Then they show you brochures. Then they'll say, sir, this is 580 square feet, sir. And we have another model. This is the model, sir. And they're giving you information. They're clogging your senses, really. They're not doing anything. It's not meaningful information. Take it from me. It's not meaningful. It looks meaningful. It sounds meaningful. He takes a white piece of paper and he scribbles a lot of things and he says, this is our scheme number 1. Payment scheme is construction linked payment scheme. Payment scheme number 2 is subvention. Then you'll ask him questions. All of you, your husband, wife and father-in-law, everyone's asking questions. Whatever it is, you are intelligent people. You are 3 intelligent people on the scene. All 3 of you are suffering from discussion fatigue. Decision fatigue. You're going out, you may say, give me a word with give me some time, I'll get back to you. Then you have a word with your wife, you have a word with your father, you are sitting, talking together. Decision making fatigue is setting in so fast, you may not realize it. But you have all reached this stage where it is going to feel extremely good to you to swipe the token. When the closing manager says, "Sir, I just went and had my word with the general manager and he said, sir, because you are very special, we can give you another 1 lakh rupees less. But sir, 60 is our final price, sir. 60. Sir, we started at 69 and you bargained us down to 60, sir." Now, they're giving you a sense of achievement. That's a false sense of achievement. They let you bargain them down. You're not really bargaining. You're bargaining. Your so-called negotiation is worthless because they are a very controlled environment. They are a team. If a guy goes below the parameters, they will tell him to go away and they will bring another chap and say, "Sorry, sir, we cannot give you that much reduction." So, your negotiation and bargaining is worthless. What is happening is you are pretending, they are pretending. They are pretending. You may be really bargaining. They are pretending. They are pretending to negotiate with you. They are giving you a sense of achievement. They will say 9 lakh rupees you have reduced, sir, on this table. And they have sensory overloaded you. And you will finally say, "Okay, fine, good, this is wonderful, let's do it." And everybody, your wife, your father, everybody breathes a sigh of relief. "Oh my gosh, it's finally over." That is actually very dangerous. It should be a huge danger sign to you, huge flashing lights, if you are breathing a sigh of relief when you are swiping your token. Please be alert. Either the husband or the wife or the father, whoever, should immediately say, "No, no, 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 we are not doing this now, we are not doing this now. Take all the papers, let us study them, let us, think about it. We need to discuss further because this is in the heat of the moment. We are not fit to be taking a decision so big just now because this is going to affect us next 25-30 years. Okay, so let us not do it in the heat, let us not do it in a hurry, let us come back and do it tomorrow." Now builders will say, "No sir, this 9 lakh rupees you have negotiated today is only for today, tomorrow you will start at 69. You can say, "Okay, fine, no problem. If you want my business, you will give me my flat at 60. If not, forget it, I don't mind, other opportunities will come." And you should walk away from that because you have lost your judgment. You have no judgment left whatsoever. Whether you are an individual or a family, no judgment, zero. Your brain is zero, even though if you are an intelligent person. I'll explain more about this tomorrow. I'm Krish the Urban Naxal. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan.